Welcome! In this video, we will review a retrospective dual-center study published in BMC Women's Health in 2024. The study focuses on the development and validation of an artificial intelligence model designed to predict de novo distant bone metastasis in newly diagnosed breast cancer patients using routinely available clinical blood biomarkers. Breast cancer is the most common malignancy among women worldwide. While early-stage disease often has a favorable prognosis, the presence of distant metastasis, particularly bone metastasis, is associated with significantly reduced survival. Early identification of patients at high risk for bone metastasis remains challenging, as conventional imaging techniques may be costly, resource-intensive, or insensitive in early disease. This retrospective study analyzed data from 239 female breast cancer patients across 2 medical centers. Patients were divided into a training cohort, an internal validation cohort, and an external validation cohort, enabling both internal and cross-center validation of model performance. All included patients had complete pre-treatment clinical blood biomarker data, and cases with metastases outside of bone were excluded. The investigators focused on readily available clinical blood biomarkers, including tumor markers, liver and kidney function indices, lipid profiles, and cardiovascular markers. To reduce redundancy and improve model stability, Spearman correlation analysis and lasso regression were applied for feature selection. 19 highly correlated variables were reduced to a final set of 15 key features used for model development. A light gradient boosting machine algorithm was used to construct a binary classification model distinguishing breast cancer patients with and without de novo bone metastasis. The model was validated in training, testing, and external validation cohorts. Feature importance correlation analysis was conducted on the clinical model and the comprehensive model, followed by univariate and multivariate regression analysis of these features. The light GBM model demonstrated strong predictive performance. The area under the receiver operating characteristic curve was 0.945 in the training cohort, 0.892 in the internal validation cohort, and 0.908 in the external validation cohort. To further assess clinical utility, decision curve analysis showed consistent net benefit across a wide range of threshold probabilities. Feature importance analysis identified several key predictors of bone metastasis. The most influential variables included carcinoembryonic antigen, creatine kinase, albumin, globulin ratio, apolipoprotein B, and CA-153. In the multivariate analysis, albumin globulin ratio and total cholesterol had p values 0.05 and were negatively correlated. CKMB, CA-153, and alkaline phosphatase were positively correlated. This study demonstrates that artificial intelligence models based on routine blood biomarkers can accurately predict the risk of de novo bone metastasis in breast cancer patients. Such models may be particularly valuable in settings with limited access to advanced imaging, supporting earlier risk stratification and more efficient clinical decision-making. As a retrospective study, the analysis is subject to inherent selection bias. Additionally, external validation was limited to a geographically similar population. Future research should include multi-center, multinational datasets and explore integration with imaging or genomic data to further enhance predictive performance. In summary, this dual-center retrospective study successfully developed and validated a light GBM-based artificial intelligence model using accessible clinical blood biomarkers. The model shows high accuracy and promising clinical utility for early identification of breast cancer patients at risk for bone metastasis.